It's the Chester Bicentennial Parade. Hi, everybody. Once again, I'm Bob Dady with John Barkman, and we are here in Chester on this weekend. Of course, as you see this, you're enjoying it, hopefully, in your living rooms tonight and saying, yep, there I am. There's my next door neighbor. And all the wonderful floats that have been entered, along with the cars, the antique cars, the fire trucks, and the many, many other antique vehicles. And it really has been a very special day for me and for all the people here at RCN who enjoy doing this, and we hope you enjoy it as much as we do. So with me once again is John Barkman.
We have in front of us right now the Mendham Township Fire Company. We have the Ralston Division, which is the next town over to our southeast.
See, now you're starting to tell me where they are, and I don't even ask. I know Peapack and Pottersville, and now Ralston.
We have Long Valley, which we saw today,
yeah,
which is totally to our west. We now have coming Brookside and their antique, 1935, and I believe that's a Fox, if I'm not correct.
Well, the people at Mack Trucks would love to see this unit. I used to work for their Mack Trucks in Allentown, Pennsylvania, and we're very proud of our trucks and the image that they portrayed.
The Brookside Engine Company.
All the people in the blue shirts around, if you have seen them during the course of this parade, these are members of the Bicentennial Parade staff, and they're just not here to watch the various people in the parade. They're running around with their charts and their script boards and handing us notes as different floats go by and different cars go by, because there are last-minute changes, and they've been here also since early this morning. What a wonderful group of volunteers, working volunteers. How's that?
Yes, they are. Many of these people worked this morning before the parade even started at their respective jobs. The Mendham Township First Aid Squad.
And there we mentioned about people with the blue shirts on. And here comes.
The Starbucks School is an early childhood development center serving children from infants to preschool. Starbucks School believes that children are all gifted. Their mission is to provide an environment where minds can explore, hearts can expand, creativity can be expressed, and specialty gifts will emerge. The children at Starbucks School wish a happy birthday to Chester.
And that must be Shriner's Motor Corps.
I believe they're coming right behind them.
Oh boy, look at this, folks.
The Shriners Motor Corps of Salam Temple presents their special Motor Corps for your enjoyment and delight. The Shriners raise money to support 18 orthopedic and burn hospitals for children under 18. There are 600,000 members.
I know this sounds old coming from me, but I would love to take one of those home as well.
I would like to have one of those go with me tonight.
Where do they get those? I mean,
I don't know.
My goodness, they would be fun just to do anything with. Hi there.
Little race cars.
That's just what I need. To have one of those and drive it around my driveway. Drive the neighbors nuts.
As warm as we might be, I'm sure those fellows are a lot warmer than we are inside that little hot motor there.
And you notice they aren't exactly youngsters in these cars.
No, they're not.
Which just goes to show you, as I said before, that, you know, I guess at heart we're all kids and having a great time.
These guys are having the time of their life riding around those little cars.
I'm going to drive my car, Mabel. Way to go, guys. Yeah, hi, hi.
The Shriners Motor Corps. Friends of the Chester Library, Alice in Wonderland. Sponsored by the Friends of the Chester Library. For 88 years, the Chester Library has been a wonderland for the citizens of Chester. The Friends of the Chester Library raises funds for the extras for the library. The Friends group sponsors the special entertainers who perform for the kids during school holidays. They also provide seed money for new library collections and projects. Funds are raised through semi-annual book sales, the sale of tote bags and note paper, and through an annual membership drive. The trailer is courtesy of Scott Kirk, Earth, Turf, and Bloom's Landscape.
I love working with the guys here from RCN. They're they're young and they're bright and they're very good at what they do. Occasionally, I show my age by saying that during a game, the ball hit the banking board. And they go, the banking board? Oh, excuse me, the glass.
Following the Friends of the Chester Library is the Chester Township School Administrators. Educational Foundation of the Chesters raises monies for the Chester schools to expand and enrich curriculum. The Community Presbyterian Church has been serving the residents of the greater Chester area since 1752. The original church was located at Pleasant Hill Cemetery. In 1852, the congregation moved when a town church was completed at the current site of Main Street. The float depicts the church's Peach Festival, held annually on the first Saturday in August. The proceeds help to fund the various mission projects also represented on the float.
And
Wild West City, celebrating its 43rd year. Wild West City brings the Old West to life, featuring live-action shows throughout the day. These shows dramatize Western adventure, recreate legendary events, and demonstrate traditional cowboy skills. Wild West City also features train, stagecoach, and pony rides. The Chester Garden Club, 45 members, are responsible for many beautiful plantings around Chester, including the gazebo, Memorial Park, Grove Street Park, Chester Area Seniors Housing, Kessler Walkine Hospital, and the tubs which line Main Street. In addition, the club sponsors workshops for the residents of senior housing and for youth gardening. They also sponsor the annual community tree lighting and monthly exhibits on gardening and environment at the Chester Library. Chester residents are invited to the Chester Gardens Club Bicentennial Garden Tour of some spectacular private gardens in Chester and Willowwood Arboretum, where the club will hold an exhibition of horticulture in Chester's history. The equipment is courtesy of Allstead Farms. The Chester Karate Academy, located in the Chester Mall, has been teaching an Okinawan style of karate for almost 20 years. The academy is run as a traditional dojo and offers a wide assortment of classes for children, teens, and adults. The head instructor for the academy is Mr. George Calvert. The academy is part of the American Budoka Association with schools throughout northern New Jersey. And it appears we're going to have a little demonstration.
Yeah. Come on over here. Yeah, come on, take me on.
I don't think you'd last too long, just like I wouldn't.
No. Boy, to teach young kids like that, youngsters, young people,
You're absolutely
the art of self-defense is just marvelous, especially in today's crazy world. Huh?
The First Congregational Church and Mustard Seed Child Care Center, led by Pastor Scott Hoffman and Center Director Carol Prayer Cooper. The church and Mustard Seed families are all wearing t-shirts with the Child Care Center's logo. The next best place to home. The equipment is courtesy of Allstead Farms, and the float was designed by Mark Steele. Next float's pretty interesting here.
Chester, where the city meets the country. I like that slogan.
The Coeur Lane crowd. Country meets city is the theme of this float from the neighbors on Coeur Lane, Chester Township.
And the string band from Denville.
The Denville String Band performs throughout northern New Jersey at approximately 30 events per year. Each year it brings a different costume. The 1999 team is Knights. The musical arrangements are in the Philadelphia Mummer tradition. Another hot outfit. The Knights of Columbus, the Chester chapter of the Knights of Columbus. Blessed Mother Ann Satan was formed 40 years ago. The Knights of Columbus is a worldwide family and charity-oriented organization with 700,000 members. Nice job, Gary.
And how about Gary Janes? Gary Janes. And he's out, okay?
Bill Harm driving a 1949 Packard Coupe.
Yep. Oh, look at that car. Nice.
John Hammond driving his 1927 Dodge Business Coupe.
John and Ursula Hammond, Chester Borough. It's a 27 Dodge.
Pretty good shape. Bet you it's pretty warm in there. I don't think they had air conditioning in those days.
Imagine
he's getting out of he just got out of the vehicle. The vehicle's driving itself.
Imagine driving those things during the wintertime, though. Bet it was cold.
The next car we have, I have written down Maddie here. I don't have anything else but Maddie.
Okay. Roxbury Fire Chief.
Roxbury Fire Company. I believe this is the Succasunna division.
You're like my Ed McMahon. Roxbury Fire Chief. Roxbury Fire. Way to go, John. You've been a great help today. I appreciate it.
It's been a pleasure.
Succasunna. Succasunna.
This is their rescue response vehicle. I believe it's relatively new. It's only been within the last 6 months that they received that piece of equipment.
And look at the size of this thing.
This is Roxbury Company 1's aerial. 102 feet.
We have one of our cameramen in the lift up top, and they're almost as high as he is. What a impressive looking unit.
The West Spendam High School Swing Band. He floats by Chester Township.
The young lady there to the left with her saddle shoes. Tequila. Okay. Get carried away there.
A nice little van there. And some antique tractors. An 830 diesel John Deere. The antique tractors are driven by Bill Parks Jr., Rick Scarlett, Seymour Rosenfarb, Pete Hunkel, and Bobby Barkman. I believe we have more tractors here than we have names on our list here. Got some really nice tractors sitting here right now.
Well, you're talking one of the best, International Harvester. Great name in farm equipment.
Looks like we've got 3 Farm All H's here, which are right in front of us at this time.
Oh, we're coming down the home stretch.
Yes, we are.
And we hope you have enjoyed all of this tonight as you watch this. And it's been a real pleasure to come here and participate with the people that were responsible for putting this event on, namely the Volunteer Fire Company here in Chester, the people that were here as viewers of this event have been just so very gracious to all of us here at RCN, and of course our company is delighted to be part of a real great heritage that is very obvious in this town and this township and this area as a whole.
The fire company was a support unit for this parade. The parade was pretty much put together by the Bicentenial Committee, the parade committee, and the fire company fortunately has the resources of personnel, and they're basically in the background giving all the support. The parade is being held up a little bit right now by the swing band of West Morris. They're doing a little bit of dance on the street, so we've got a little bit of a standstill here currently. As I look over towards the public house, I see people must be 5, 6 deep there at the public house area.
You know, this is interesting in that usually when you have a parade or any event coming to the end, whether it's a baseball game or whatever the event is, people start leaving early, getting out to the parking lot. And I got news for you. These people are sitting here, they're staying here in both directions.
Yes, they are. I think they're really enjoying this parade. This parade that we're having this year is certainly a little bit different than what the people have been accustomed to. Normally the fire company puts on a parade once every 5 years. This is certainly a different parade, but a very nice parade. And I think the residents of Chester are certainly showing their support for this parade. Well, we had a few farm-alls, and now we've got a good half dozen or so John Deeres coming into the picture. I'd like to know where they keep these John Deeres, because they are in nice shape, very nice shape.
Nothing runs like a deer, right?
You got that right.
Wouldn't be surprised we see one of these things at those events where they have they're not drag racing, but they're hauling stuff behind them and those. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
I don't know what I'm talking
Tractor
about.
pulls.
Yeah, tractor pulls. Thank you very much.
That tractor that just passed us and the first John Deere do participate in tractor pulls. It appears this last tractor coming by here also is a piece of tractor pull equipment.
And I presume that's Sue Rusak and Pat Salva.
Sue Rusak and Pat Salvatore.
Right.
On horseback. Sue Rusak is riding Promise, her paint quarter horse. Pat is riding King, also a quarter horse. King is a Pinto.
Very nice.
Rich Ireland.
Driving a one-horse carriage.
Dave Hoffman and his Belgian draft horses, Bess and Bill, are pulling a hitch wagon. The horses weigh approximately 1,800 pounds each and are 18 hands tall.
Well, here's another one. Want to take that little one home right behind the carriage. There he is. There he is. Look at that horse.
Bess
Isn't he
Swain
sweet?
with Bear.
Gorgeous animals.
And the last entry for the parade is a 1922 Model T Ford, carrying 2 Chester firemen, too tired to walk the parade route. We hope you enjoyed the parade for the Bicentennial Committee. Trophies will be giving out up at Bragg and Dickerson School.
Oh, they just had the sweeper go by. I'm sorry, I missed that, guys.
The sweeper normally indicates the end of the parade in Chester.
Oh, okay. Well, that's all of our events. And let me grab this.
Get Joan.
Let me grab this microphone.
Joan.
Yeah, we want to let's say hello to Joan for a couple of minutes, and then we will get out of here.
Yeah.
Good parade. Very nice. Thanks for all the help with the fire department. It was fun. We did have a good time. Really nice.
I think you're going to get between us.
Okay.
Between you? Let me get rid of this then.
It's their own case, right?
Yes.
Well, it's been an absolutely grand day, and this is the conclusion of a wonderful parade, and we've had an opportunity to see some great antique cars, some animals, some trucks, you name it, we've seen it. And I'm delighted to welcome Joan Case, who is the chairman of the Bicentennial Committee. You're a historian of sorts.
Yeah, a little bit. I've been in this town all my life, and my mother's side of the family's been here for over 200 years, so... I just finished a book on Chester, the Images of America Chester book.
John Barkman was telling me that this is a wonderful community where everybody knows everybody else, and it's evident by the fact that everybody showed up today. What can you tell us very briefly about Chester Township, and that whole thing?
Well, we were originally Roxbury, broke off from Roxbury 200 years ago, and it was mainly farming, apple orchards, peach orchards. There was a time where mining was very big for quite a long time. We had very many mines. I forget how many we had altogether. But after that died off, it kind of went back to farming. Our main street here, a lot of shops and stuff. And then just kind of grew from there. It was a great place to grow up. A lot of good neighborhoods, good people that knew each other well.
I gathered by seeing the age brackets of some of the people here that many of them have decided to, not only were they born here and raised here, they stayed here.
Yes, many people did. We had quite a few families of that have been here for maybe 70, 80, 90 years are still here.
In fact, we saw, John, one of the oldest families in Chester in the parade today.
Yes, we did. I think you saw a lot of the era that went back to well before the 1900s today. I think the residents really enjoyed the parade that they saw out there today, and I think the parade committee and Joan Case have done a very nice job for the presentation of the Bicentennial Parade.
Compared to other parades and functions that you've had in this area, how does this rank?
It was more fun because a lot of the neighborhoods really participated. A lot of the organizations got together and did many floats, and it was a real family and neighborhood-oriented program.
So when I go back to Pennsylvania, I can tell them how to put a parade on the right way.
Yep, they saw it right here today.
Any closing comments, John, about today? No.
No, I'm pretty well talked out today.
Yeah.
I enjoyed the parade very much. I believe the people who participated in it enjoyed it. They enjoyed the time they put together, the unity of the people back from the years, working together, the seniors, the agricultural floats. Everybody, I think, really enjoyed the parade today, the participants, and also the spectators.
Oh, you did a terrific job. Let me thank you and just bring Chief Dilly in for 60 seconds, and then we'll close it out and go home. Chief, do you want to come over? Congratulations on a wonderful event. It was a great success.
Oh, it was beautiful. It was beautiful. We had a beautiful day, a great turnout. All the participants, they had a blast. I mean, it was fire companies to dance people to just floats. It was great. I mean, everybody did a nice job. The whole town pulled together and really did a nice job. Joan and her crew and everybody that was involved in it. Really did a nice job.
I told John Barkman, I said, everybody with the blue shirts, usually at these events, the volunteers are watching what's going on and participating. These were workers. They kept on coming up and giving us notes, and they were workers.
Oh yeah, we got a number of volunteers that put a lot of time and effort towards this, and they really did a nice job at it. It really worked out great.
Terrific. Well, I hope you enjoy the parade when you're watching it again, and RCN is delighted to be part of it.
Thank you very much for being here. It was fantastic.
Thank you, Chief.
Thank you, and I'd like to thank all the fire department for all the help that they've given us. And I've had a wonderful committee helping me. Dee Dilly helped put most of the parade together, and a lot of good people has helped us from town. We appreciate it.
Okay. Thank you, Joan. Final thoughts on today. It was a great afternoon. It was a fun afternoon, and the RCN crew was delighted to be here. We just enjoyed everything that went on. It was a great, receptive crowd. It was one of those days when everybody was feeling pumped up from day one. So we were very, very happy to be part of this. And coming from Pennsylvania again, this was a first for me in New Jersey, and I was delighted to be part of your activity and your happiness today. And I thank the RCN crew. I don't want to name anybody because I'm going to miss somebody, but needless to say, it was a great job done by each and every one. So I thank the crew. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen.
I'll see you for the next 100 years.
If I'm here in the next 100 years, I've got problems, and so do you. Thank you, John.
Thank you very much.
John Barkman, a terrific help. And again, my thanks to him for helping me out on this parade. We hope you enjoyed it, and we will see you again next time there is a special event right here on RCN. So until we meet again, thank you. Have a good day, a good week, and we'll see you again.